Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Zero Strategy Gamer.
And joined today again by the Antagonist voice. We are back playing Suzerain, and let's see where we're at.
Yeah. So just as a reminder, we've just contracted Taurus Holding, the young upstart company, for building our main railway line, in addition to a couple of other things. I think we're mostly still concerned by the political violence that's going on in our country.
Yes, and we're a little bit concerned that Taurus Holding is not going to be able to pull this mega project off, but let's hope for the best and let's look into the problems that we have and not into the ones that we don't have yet.
I mean, the game was very much on the nose about this is a risky prospect, but, you know, I think it's still a good thing to award that to them, because we've got the oligarchs and I don't want to give more power to them by awarding them more government contracts. Well, let's see anyway. We've got a new thing here, the briefing on the current diplomatic situation. Now, I think that is probably going to relate to Rumburg, the monarchy to our north, which has been doing, I think, some military maneuvering around here.
Yeah.
But let's see.
In our rural areas.
The Blue Medicine in Lochhaven. Who are you?
So, David Whiskey. Whiskey?
I think we've never seen you before.
I read the name, but I can't remember where. Maybe just somewhere along the Soul. Yeah, he was a member of the Soul Republic.
Controversial member. He's known to be non-partisan and an opponent of Tarquin Soul. Okay, I like that.
All right. Yeah, look at that. His father, Arthur S. Whiskey, was the founder of the Republic.
Ooh.
So I do remember the name.
You do look very similar, honestly. Okay, yeah, that's interesting. Great. Okay, good. Let's see who he is. May I sit down?
Yes, of course. It's a pleasure to see you. I don't know if we know each other personally.
I don't. Probably we bumped into each other. Doesn't seem to indicate a backstory there.
He has arthritis. Well, yes.
Yes, well, he's. I think he's the distinguished diplomat type of guy.
Oh, look at you, Anton, the fourth president of Sordland. I think we do know each other from along the way.
I don't. Ah, okay, yeah. True. No, that's very true. Yeah, he did. He did actually. He did give a lecture, and we agreed on him with the principles of the free market economy. Well, it actually said it's the son of the president. It actually said that then. Right.
Yes. So we are in a position where we can change the course of history, and I would say this is our opportunity to shape it, and we will do that.
It doesn't seem to be in the best of health.
How's your health? Let's ask him. I mean, it might be relevant to know that. Except the usual big complications. Sorry. Just the usual heart attack?
That's a terrible laugh, but okay. How's the Rain family? Well,
we're starting to get used. I mean,
yeah, I think it's
no
point
really
bothering him.
Make it different.
I mean, we could have talked about our son, because he is, after all, the son of another president, but Lucius and Joseph, military guy. Yada yada. Welcome everyone. I don't care about your travels.
Look how he's back to calling us President Rain when the others are joining. He's saying we talk more later, President Rain. Welcome everyone.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well spotted. Good point. I mean, the writing on this is I'm still blown away by that. It's such a. I mean, remember the funeral? It was so. To me, it's still the November Rain in writing.
Yeah, they created a mood very well.
Okay, so we've got a couple of neighbours here. We've got Agnolia. They're a little bit to our northeast. Valksland and Velen.
I think it doesn't really matter. Let's just go for it. I mean, we're just going to talk about everything anyway.
Our brotherly nation to our northeast, Agnolia. They are still diplomatic, non-aligned, and probably one of the most democratic systems. Okay.
Most democratic, yes.
Economic stagnation. And they do rely on foreign investment from us. I think they had a problem with some of our trade, but I don't know.
Yeah, we've been allies for the longest time after Rumburg annexed Dome. Okay, so they're probably not big fans of their other neighbor, Rumburg, as well.
Okay, they are expecting better cooperation through a new, trade deal. It's one of his election mandates. I would go for number 2. A more comprehensive trade agreement would seem to be...
I think it does make sense because Ramberg is not going to be our friend, so I think probably is a good idea to try to side with some of our neighbors at least. And
exactly.
And this one is a good choice.
Yeah,
I mean, we do support
democratic.
them. Yes.
Yeah. So, but I think we could also think about more trade as well. So let's see.
Yeah. They want to gain from this. I mean,
yeah, sure.
It's okay, but still, these northern parts that are bordering to Agnolia are also our weakest parts, probably. So might actually be gaining from that as well.
1 million Archnosaudish citizens live in our region. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. You see, that's what I just said. These people have suffered socioeconomically.
Oh, also interesting. A relaxed immigration policy would be one of their main requests. So military dude thinks that's unacceptable, but I do think we have, as one of our election promises, we made we supported immigration. I mean, that can cause, of course, all kinds of issues in our society, but I think specifically with Agnolia, if we are, brotherly nations,
could go either way. That. Yes. Let's support it, but it could go either way. Yeah, he's not a fan.
He's not a fan. He's conservative, I get that. Yeah, see, Lucian, we did promise to keep them relaxed.
So
okay,
let's talk about the next issue.
Balksland. Okay, that's across the sea from us, basically. Okay. Yeah, literally, it's across the Markish Sea.
It's a socialist republic.
Our cousins of old wishes to have good relations with us. Interesting. Socialist republic reunited with the Soviets.
No, that's not the Soviets. It's United Contana. I'm sorry.
How would I ever get that idea?
Don't get that mixed up.
No. Important regional player. It's the most significant sea power. Interesting. The relationship has warmed up due to Lenin here.
What?
So it's not easy to forget about the Great Fire of Cornea, which I have never heard about.
Well, that's probably... I mean, they did say earlier we had hostile relations with them after several wars in the 19th century. Probably this Great Fire of Conrad is something that happened then and is a bit of... Yeah. People do still remember these people.
Yeah,
as
but honestly, that's too nationalistic for me to dwell on something that another nation did past. I mean, if you do that, everyone is gonna have a grudge on each other.
The problem that I see is more not about the past, but more about their relation with United Contana. That is my bigger concern, actually. That is why I'm leaning towards saying we shouldn't take any sides between the regional powers, because we are putting ourselves in a position where we're saying, yeah, we do like the socialists, but we also do like the other guys, and we want to be friends with everybody. And
we're capitalists, so I think the long-term relations with them are going to be strained anyway.
So don't put too much effort in it now.
Yeah. 200 years, okay. Yeah. And they're
so we are keeping up the tradition of having bad relations with them.
Okay. Now that's a bit more interesting. So territorial issues flare up between Agnolia and them because of the Helgi Island.
Helgoland.
Helgeland Islands. Sordish Navy is very concerned with the volatile situation. Billions of Sordish ren worth of cargoes transported close to their borders. Okay, so basically they could block us off.
It is of high strategic value. Yes, it is. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we just keep that in mind. Let's just look at it. What are we talking? Grey Strait.
Grey Strait, this one over here, and we've got the Helge Port Island. Currently belonging to Agnolia, but probably Volksland basically wants that. And it's closer to them, but that doesn't mean
Well,
anything.
is it though? I mean, if you look at that island, I mean, I
Yeah,
think this is...
it's
Yes, it is probably
a
closer
little
to
bit
them,
closer.
but I don't think this is...
Yeah, I'm more concerned about the
Should
sea
be
route
decided
stuff,
on that.
honestly, and cargo ships. Okay, let's talk about Valen. I think they're the dictatorship to our west, right? Yeah. With Viktor Smolensk.
Smolak.
Smolak, true. He looks a little bit like Assad to me still. Expanding his powers among protests, he is quite positive about a normalization of the relationship between our countries.
So he's a nationalist with socialist characteristics.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
basically
nationalism.
all out Nazi.
Traditionalism. Yeah.
Again, not in exactly what we need.
No.
But their stability in general is something that we need to keep in mind. Because I think in our youth we were stationed across the border and we did have to, or we were asked about sending refugees back, basically.
Well, do we want a trade agreement? I'm not sure.
Well, I think we could. I mean, number two, I don't think that's a good idea. If it's a disorganized state and if it's your neighbor state, you have an inherent interest
in having
in
not disorganizing it more.
Exactly. Same with number three. So I think if we can improve their stability and increase mutual trade, that might be a good thing. It depends on what we need to give up and all of that.
Yes, but I agree that we have an inherent interest in improving their stability, which doesn't automatically mean for me we need to increase mutual trade and have a trade agreement. I think these are two separate things. So that is my... I'm not 100% with the first one, but out of these three, the first one is the one I agree with most.
Yeah. Same here.
So after a very long discussion, we just take the first one.
So let's see where. Let's see where it takes us. Right, we don't have to do that, but I do think trade in general is a good idea for us, and potentially them as well. New partner in the region, we would also invest in stability there. Yes. Refugee crisis should be avoided. I agree.
So his demand was we tighten our immigration law so the political refugees don't escape. So he wants to keep his political refugees, probably because he wants to treat them bad. No, we can't. No, we can't tighten our immigration laws because of that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, see, exactly. That's when
I
we
read the flashback to that situation at the refugee post.
I was young and made a mistake. Past is past.
Let's move on. And you made me sleep in a prison cell for
I will never forget that.
What? No.
No. I think we did what was right.
Soldiers do not decide on what's right. Yes, Joseph.
Yes,
Just a quick checkup. We are not a soldier anymore.
Exactly. The point is to obey orders, Joseph. And now we are in charge. Yeah, exactly. British minority. Yes. National interest to prevent of a failed state. I agree. Increasingly aligning themselves to the communist alliance. Again, so we are a little bit...
surrounded by countries who tend towards communism, socialism.
On the other hand, we've got Lesbia and Rumberg. So let's hear about Lesbia.
This one to the south. Yeah. It's quite big, isn't it?
Yeah, seems to be.
Does look like it.
And they are aligned to the Western Alliance and led by
Patricio Alvarez.
So that's a little bit more like Spanish or Italian theme, I guess.
He's the 100th richest man in the world. He was ranked. So he's a businessman.
Ooh, the jewel of the continent and second largest economy. The wealthy, economic inequality. Okay.
Yeah, they haven't invested in us because of our instability. Yeah, we should get them to invest in us again. Yeah,
no, I think it would be beneficial. Let's align ourselves. Sounds to me like they're aligned to our broad terms quite well. So
maybe not the excessive economic inequality.
no, of course not. But I mean the general principle. Okay, Acacia and the NATO, basically.
Yeah, we would draw closer to them, yes, which is something we want.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm certain that our recession has a lot to do with their retraction of investments.
They've shown a selfish attitude towards the Valen Civil War.
Okay, so yeah, they're all in for what's good for them. But we can make that work for us.
Yeah, cost of inequality, we get that. Privileged oligarchs. Okay, let's hear about Romberg. We know they are not the nicest. A constitutional monarchy, Beatrice Livingston. Huh.
She's the queen.
we made the exact same noise there.
I mean, this is the noise you make when you see her.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Like, I'm the queen.
Yes, indeed. Very much.
She is the self-proclaimed ruler of all of Northern Maricopa. So, I mean, in her picture, she's our queen as well, I think.
Yeah, and I think she has been. I mean, we heard about them doing some stuff there. Strong, rogue state, nothing can be done about them. I would like to keep them out of our affairs. I think we should be a little bit forceful in that. I don't want to provoke them, but...
but she's gonna be meddling in everything anyway. I mean, it doesn't really matter what we do.
No, we just need to be prepared for that, I think. No, they don't. They actually deny claims, but the action does seem to stabilize.
Yeah, I mean, it does say on the right-hand side there, she gained infamy for selling weapons to both the attackers and defenders during the Valen Civil War. So, I mean, her interest is in destabilizing and...
Yeah. Well, you know, that might just be commercial, but, I mean, they have definitively annexed Dome, for example. So, yeah. No, I don't think it's overblown. I think it should be one of our priorities.
Yeah.
If they come knocking with tanks, then I think this is going to be over very quickly.
On their landlocked?
Sorry?
Oh, no, it was tanks. I was thinking you said ships. I was like, they don't have any water, do they?
Well,
not sure.
We don't know.
Yeah.
They extend a little bit further to the north there, but
the tanks are okay. Let's keep the tanks in. Tanks don't need to swim.
Right. Yeah, and they have close to consulate. We know that, so I think it's just we can accept that it's Peter.
Hi there.
You're late.
What is
rougher?
Yeah, drinking again. Yeah, he does have a problem with that, doesn't he?
Yeah. This is starting to be a little bit concerning, honestly. Especially to Lucian, who really, really likes punctuality.
Yeah, but maybe not comment now, or number 2. I mean, I'm not happy with that. But on the other hand, he's like our...
Yeah, let's not comment for now. We're going to let it slide this time, but we should talk to him in private. I don't think that's an option, but...
Yeah. Should be.
Right, Rumberg incident, 2 issues at hand. Which one? Trade negotiations?
Yeah. So, goal is to sign a trade agreement with one of our smaller neighbors. So the 2 options are Agnolia, Valen. I think Agnolia.
Yeah.
And first off, the reason behind this option is more diplomatic.
But some added economic value, and our economy is not doing well, so...
Yeah, we could use some money, hey?
Yep. The steel trade. They are demanding that we buy steel for a high price. Too unbalanced, privileged access to our agricultural market.
They are offering a full alliance with Sordland against Romberg. How strong are they?
Sounds very promising to me.
Having a coalition will prove extremely useful. Mainly the issues around the Helgi Islands. Falkland has clear intentions on taking over the island. And entering a military alliance with Agnolia will make them furious. Well, we are not the biggest fans of Falkland, but we can't be fighting wars on both borders.
Yeah, that's true.
That doesn't work.
What I do like is that, I mean, we're doing a lot to screw with the military, and they are actually in favor of allying with Agnolia too. So that's a good thing to me too.
Yeah, the economics guy says, "Go for it."
Yeah. Well, I mean, foreign. We don't actually have an economics guy here.
Yeah,
but
that's
still.
True. But he was a professor of economy.
No, I think we would want to be open to that, right?
Yeah.
I'm slightly concerned about the Falkland situation.
Yeah, me too. They have a very democratic system. After the recent election, the Prime Minister has a mandate to arrange a fairer deal with us. So he's also in support of relaxed immigration.
Okay, how about Velen then?
So Velen is more difficult as a country. There are risks associated.
I do like the economic ramifications, but international.
What are they offering?
They are offering oil in return to, and then just some other positives like, what was it? Co-investment, no tariff, oil. So more economic terms, I think. It's a lucrative deal, but we need to think about the consequences.
Well, we don't want to become friendlier with Velen. No, we don't. No. So.
Yeah.
They're a bit split up, but the military guy Josef and also
the diplomatic guy.
They're all saying it is a bit too risky, and we would gain resources, but
and making capital. We are still in a recession.
But we would rather have our capital from the other neighbors to the south, which name I forgot.
I think they are right. It's risky. We should consider the risks. I'm not going to throw it out of the consideration for now, but it is risky, right?
It is, yes. It's a destabilized country. And we need to decide if we should stop immigration from them.
And Lucian just generally says no.
So yeah, they all say we don't want to get close to them.
Except for Peter.
No, but actually we are saying as well we don't want to get too close to them. Peter's the only one. So yes, Velen is tending towards United Contana.
Interesting, because United Contana is supporting him. So Acacia,
yes. So if we make a great deal with them, then Acacia is going to come to us and say, sorry, what?
Yeah, we should be careful there, I think.
Yes. And I also don't feel 100% comfortable with that.
What's with Agnolia? No, sorry, that's... No, wait. What's with Agnolia?
So... has made them cautious?
Whom? I don't get that.
Maybe Velen?
No, sorry. Our promise to steer towards the west and Acacia has made Agnolia cautious. Got it.
But why is it a problem for Agnolia? They are democratic.
They're democratic, but I think they are just generally a little bit more neutral and non-aligned.
Might be. So... we have a lot of time to prepare, that's good.
Okay.
Let's talk about the
diplomatic incident then.
So the Rumba consulate is closed. They're leaving the city and going back home. He blamed the lack of security in Sordland due to assassination and subsequent protests, but I don't think that's a reason.
Well, the question is, why do we care?
Their concerns could be genuine.
No, we don't believe that.
No. So there are 2 Rumberg diplomatic missions left.
The consulate and the embassy.
Yes. I'm not sure they're bluffing.
No, I don't think strength is... I think it's serious. But
yeah,
not over the top. I don't think this is a reason to go out and be completely strongmanish.
Yeah, Dave is also saying this is the first time he's seen it that bad.
Yeah. And he's been around for a while.
Yeah. Yes.
Joseph being a little bit worried about that.
They are worrying
Smuggled
developments
arms,
built up near the border, and he needs the military near the border. We can retaliate by closing our consulate in Dome, but I mean we can if we want to escalate further.
I think Lucian is correct in saying that we need to work internationally to deter basically Rumberg. Yeah.
He wants to fight fire with fire, Joseph. I mean, but this is his job also.
I don't want to close the embassy. I think that's not necessarily the best idea. We do need to keep an eye open. I think.
Let's go for the diplomatic response first.
Yeah.
And see what if it helps us. He wants to react more strongly. Joseph.
Yeah, but if we don't have the military to back that up, and we don't currently. Yeah, most people agree, so that's good.
Petrus is like this. What?
but I do like it with party animals like David.
Yes.
And Simon. I think Simon is not here, but he's our economic guy, and he's basically like the nerdy dude who's much into the numbers. So I think that was a little bit.
Joseph is not up for fun.
Right. Yeah. Well, I don't care.
Leave. Goodbye.
Leave. Okay. There we go then. Right. What do we have here?
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, that's quite some decisions we made there actually. So, emergency in Anrika. Where's that? What?
Of course, it's the second or the largest. Well, it's over here. Where was it?
What is the emergency?
State of chaos, security powers, 20 police officers heavily wounded, yada yada yada. Excuse me.
National Front is helping. Thanks, National Front.
I don't like the way that is going.
No.
Welfare issues of Nobel, trade stop, economic decline. Healthcare
Lack
services.
of healthcare.
Yeah.
We need democracy. I like how that newspaper is called Radical, and the headline is "We need democracy."
That's a radical idea. Yeah, and we have condemned the closure there. Well, what have we actually decided here?
We decided to release a statement condemning Rumberg.
Yeah, that's pretty much the main decision here.
Yeah, it's a main decision, and we decided to side with Agnolia and have a trade.
Yeah, I think it's a preliminary choice for now, but there's some more.
I think it's not. Yeah, it's not the final decision. We decided in the direction, but we haven't decided on the details.
For the political violence stuff. Okay, so next time we are going to have the briefing on the results of the reform committee. But I think that is going to have to wait until next time. So for now, thank you very much for watching. Do hit the like button and all of that, and I hope to see you around next time.
Bye bye.